What's up, guys? Day one of me officially being laid off from work. I work in the service industry. And if you haven't been watching the news, we've been hit really hard right now. And it's nobody's fault, but it really wakes you up to a lot. I got started in the service industry because I wanted a job that was going to be flexible and that was going to enable me to be able to take off and go after my dreams and make some quick money. And I never thought that those people would stop coming. I knew that they would not come in as high numbers during different seasons, but I never thought that all together that they would stop coming. And now you're in a position where you get paid $2.13 an hour because the only income you make is based off of how people make you feel. Because the business model of the restaurant industry is they can pay you the bare minimum and leave it up to other people to be the providers for your livelihood so that they can take as much money as possible. Cheap labor. Focus on the person being able to make tips, and you just sell the product and you pay them $2.13 an hour, which is all taxed income. So you get pimped out for your personality, and you really don't get anything from it because they're giving you access to the floor. And once the people stop coming on the floor, you don't have access anymore. But let me tell you a truth that I realized that I want to encourage everyone who's in the service industry or anybody who just needs to know this about yourself. All we need is access, because we make money off of how we make people feel. So as you're sitting at home, if you're someone who's a server or bartender, you work in the service industry, or you're somebody who your hours has been cut and you don't know how you're going to make money, I want you to focus on the frequency that you've been on. But now I want you to do it because nobody is making you to do it. We got to structure our day. We got to figure out, what am I going to do today when I get up first thing in the morning? What am I going to build with the time that I have right now? See, this may seem like an obstacle, but it's an opportunity for you to continue to live out a truth that you know to be true about yourself, but to now put yourself in a position to be able to make money off of how you make people feel based on the talents that you've been gifted, which is probably one of the reasons a lot of people have got into the job that they did, because they knew that my goal ultimately was to write music or to write books or to launch a business or to become an actor. And now, because of what's happening in the environment, we're relying solely on the internet for access to a lot of information, to a lot of people. So if you listen to the feedback, if you notice one thing about this virus that's going around, it's a global epidemic, pandemic, and it's affecting everybody. And how could it be something that started off in China that could spread all the way around the world and affect you? What if your ideas were that contagious? What if your products were that contagious? What if your films were that contagious? What if your power to make something happen on the other side of the world had that much influence? Because the reality is, it does. It does. And as I speak to you, I'm speaking to myself to remind myself that of everything you've learned while working in these industries about how to get up, how to behave, how to have a mission, how to learn what you need to learn so that when opportunities present themselves, you know what to say, what to do. Continue to focus your time on doing those things so that you end up in a position where no one can ever cut off your access again. And see it as a gift. Tag some people below who need to hear this. Shout out to anybody in the service industry, restaurant industry. It's really a unique situation that we're going through, but you know, you're not alone. So tag some people below who need to hear this, and stay encouraged.